Hello, Aries. So welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for all of my Aries collective. If you guys are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all of my Aries placements. Cross watchers, you are welcome as well. To everyone, just take in mind this reading may not resonate with you, love, and that is okay. All right, do not force the reading. And thank you to all of you guys who support, you like, you subscribe, you comment, you show your girl some love. Okay, that is free. Okay, for the gems that I'm dropping, spiritual gems. Okay. But nonetheless, thank you guys. Thank you all just for being here. If you'd like to connect with me, all of my information is in the description box located down below. Just a few more days and I'm going to close out the 3333 special. All of my personal readings, excluding the emergency reading, the general questions, and the video call. All right. Everything else you can order per usual. And like I said, if you'd like to connect with me, everything is down below. How's everybody feeling today? Because I got a feeling. All right, tonight's gonna be a good night. For real, y'all. Like, come on. Like, we got to call it in. And I did y'all one even better. I lit a blue sage incense. I almost took myself out with the money call incense, baby. I had to open up the door and go get a fan and turn it on. You feel me? So let's get into the read and see what messages come out. This is a new start. This is a new beginning for you. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they think. Who cares? You know what I mean? That's the energy that you need to be in when you're excited for something, when something is for you, Aries, and this is definitely for you. Okay, I forgot what I named the title of the reading, but I'm just that excited. You know, let's get into it. Let's see what messages come out for you guys in the spread. So, well, I'm just over here blabbering. New moon in Libra on today, October 21st. As you know, or if you don't know, Libra is in your 7th house. That means the moon is in your 7th house at this time. This is going to affect your relationships, your one-to-one relationships, whether this is you got a contract with something or a contract with someone, some type of dynamic. Normally Aries is about self. This is about you and someone else, you and something else. All right, you need to embrace that at this time. This is a time, if a relationship is serious, you feel like you want to take this, you and the person want to take this to the next level, it's time to do that. Talk about it and not just be in the relationship, but how are we going to do this? How are we in this relationship? You know what I'm saying? And those of you who are single, you may be feeling and wanting a connection at this time, which is natural. It's human nature, right? And whether this is a person that you want to connect yourself to, it may not be a person. This could be a project or a collaboration of some sort that you're feeling that you want to be a part or involved in of some sort, okay? So reflect at this time, journal at this time, set your intentions at this time. And like I said in last night's reading, if you didn't catch it, this is the lover's moon. Okay, consummate, conceive, put into intentions into fertility. If you're having fertility issues, it's all of those sorts of things here to seal the deal, honey. Love, I was gonna say love spells and love rituals, but I am not finna get into all of that now. If somebody asks me personally, you know what I mean, then that's another thing, but I try not to delve off in all that hoodoo voodoo holiday in. Okay, let's get into it and see what messages come out for you guys in the spread. Aries, how you living? Some of y'all are uninterested, which I feel you on that, because it's like you already have a lot going on as it is. So it's important that you don't put your interest into too many things that are going to waste your day, your time, your hour, your minutes. You know what I mean? For Aries, time is money. And this right here is an opportunity for you to reset all of that. You know what I mean? Especially things that you know, especially, let me say this is a new cycle. And with new cycles, good things come, right? But also old patterns may re-arise. You know what I mean? To see if this is something that you're going to retake into a new cycle. And this could be a thing, a person, a habit, an addiction, like I said, just a pattern in general, negative or positive. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we have girl fight. All right, same bitch. No. The same story, new bitch, probably, right? There's going to be some envy or jealousy of some sort that follows you along the way, with some binoculars from a distance, or a telescope, or they just right on your ass. You know what I mean? But arguments, physical fights, being at war, you at war with yourself. You your own worst enemy. It's you versus you when you wake up. You're being better than who you were yesterday. And that's the bottom line. You want to fight that. And that's just is what it is. You know what I mean? When people see boxers, they respect them. Isn't it like, I don't know anything, like, but I feel like somebody said once, like, boxers, they walk around with, if they hit somebody, they could go to jail and do like real time because they're considered walking around with lethal weapons. Is that true? To divine feminine, divine masculine, whichever one of you guys know, you can drop down in the comments. But that's what I heard. You know what I mean? That you walking around with something that if you hit a motherfucker with one punch, they might send your ass to jail. That is a lot. Just off of these, that's some very valuable hands there, gift and curse, if you catch my drift. But Aries, like, that's the type of heat that you walk around, they know Aries will swing and connect. You hear me? And that could be physical or spiritual. You know what I mean? You may have been known for holding your own back in the day, because Aries has an energy of a fighter spirit, whether that's a physical fighter in the ring, you went to war and now you a vet, you know what I'm saying? Or they just know not to play with you out here in these streets. You come with that energy and with that attitude. And if they get hyped, you going to get, you might shut them down like the little puppy that they think they are. Because what's that little dog? Put them up. Was that Scrappy Doo? I think that was like, you Scooby and you got all these little scrappy dudes. Yeah, okay. Because they want to shine, Aries. They want to shine like you do. All right. Your light irritates demons, but it also awakens things that are necessary for people who they let dormant lie inside of them. And those are the things that they really should let fly and let free. Those are the things that people really need to see, and the sides of them that they really need to see in this type of world. But sadly, they want to focus and concentrate on you, bringing negativity out of you, not knowing that you are fire every motherfucking day. On fire. Would you really want to test yourself? Not only that, like I said, the spiritual gangsters that you have with you walking step by step. Forcer. They think they forcing something until your real enforcers show up. Play with, get got. End of story. A part of y'all, that's your new cycle. And a lot of these creeps about to get rejected because they washed up and they about to be washed out. They ain't gonna have no choice but to creep. You creep. Cross-watcher energy. All right, let's get into the spread, y'all. I should have went live, huh? I always say that, but it's been a busy day. I've been working, for real. I've been trying to work out, stay healthy. I've been really setting my intentions as well, and as far as these new cycles go. So, and I've been sharing that a little bit on my Aries the Emperor Instagram. I don't think I shared it on YouTube, but I've been trying to, just let y'all know I'm in this with you every day. It's a struggle, it's a fight, and then on top of that, I get the opportunity to connect with all of you lovely individuals. You know what I mean here. So trust me, I know all about having to protect energy. I had to protect mine above all. And I'm not even that type of person. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, like I said, I give just like how y'all be giving. You know what I mean? But it's in us. That means you's a real one. All right, let's get some cards. But like I said, you know, the mood should be lightening just a little bit. I was channeling a song and I was channeling it all weekend. It took me till today to finally play it. And now I understand why. It's that Beyonce song, Trust in Me. If you ever listen to the lyrics, I really feel like it's a spiritual meaning, and it's a spiritual ode to the collective. And that's the universe speaking to you, letting you know. You know, and a part of the song where she's like, trust in me, and I'll be everything that you need. You know what I mean? And that shit really hit me. Trust in me in all you do. Yasiji, live out loud, is what this is saying. Live out loud, Aries. Live out loud. Like the universe says, if you only trust in me. I don't know. It's worked for me. Why don't you trust in me? Messages for Aries spirit. Sorry, you guys. This shirt's a little bit more see-through than I thought. But let's get into it nonetheless. And for those of you with the inappropriate attire comments, y'all know I don't give a fuck about that. Like, seriously. You're not finna come on here and body shame anything, anywhere around these parts. You want to body shame? Go look in the mirror. But you're not finna do that to me. Not this God-given. That I get up every day and treat as a temple love. Huh. Thank you, Spirit. 5 of Swords. Aquarius energy. That's where we at. That is exactly where we at. Didn't I say I forgot what I named the reading? Y'all, stay with me. I promise. Follow me. Look at the first card that came out. 5 of Swords. Aquarius energy. Didn't I tell y'all I've been writing lately? Whether it's scribble scrabble or not. Look at the title that I wrote before I even came on here. This reading is not edited. Nothing. Look. Okay, don't look at my nails. All right. This is an attack on your name. Girl fight came out. Girl fight, guy fight, whatever. You see that when you tapped in, even if you can't verbally, even if it's not here. I mean, even if it's not here, it's still here. Subconsciously, it's still speaking through me, and I didn't even remember the title. But this is an attack on your name, for sure. People are judging you. 9 of Pentacles. People are judging where you are going in life, how you are advancing, who you may be advancing with. This could be something that you're doing solo. You know what I mean? But the word is advancement for sure. When it comes to you, you know, when you're brought up as of right now. And then where to attack you at. and the judgment itself, is it's a tale as old as time. You know what I mean? The person who is special, that wants to help everybody or create a better village, a better land, a country, a city, a place. You know what I mean? Is for some reason it's like an alarm is sounded, and that becomes just a dream, a memory. You know what I mean? Here and then people are threatened by that when it comes to you, your dreams, and your memories, because they know you remember. And the way that you move is even scarier, because you move as though, it's none of these things never even happened. But it's definitely something that someone like you and others involved would never forget. You carry it as you carry a lot of things, and you carry all that shit well, and that's why you are who you are. You know what I mean? And that's why it feels like an attack, because it's an attack when it, as far as they're concerned, and it needs to go that way, because you will not bend to anybody's will when it boils down. You know what I mean? You are that brave heart. Don't ever get it twisted. So this what you giving here, and motherfuckers is like, nah, you can't just run up in there and think you just gonna run up on out. Not when it comes to Aries, you can't. And you know what? When it comes to a brain, whoever is speaking on that, at least one of them has one. Because you be a damn fool to think you finna come up with these little kitchen knives, these little butter knives, up against somebody that's working with bazookas and AKs and M16s and whatever else you got that's coming from your spiritual gangsters, Aries. Judge who? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But you still moving with yours. You're too busy. You're still winning. And you're spiritual with it. And you're connecting with it. When did Aries start getting into flowers? You know what I'm saying? And people could be just looking at you upside your head. And then it goes from looking at you upside your head to, yeah, maybe that is interesting. Because, I can't tell you enough. The card says it itself, y'all. Live out loud. The King of Wands just came out. The King of Living Out Loud himself, herself. This is the hustler of the zodiac, baby, and they make it look good. They make it look easy. Their name is in the history books of the streets and the book smart. They so street smart. If you put them up next to your best Harvard graduate, they are out, score them out, whatever them. You know what I mean? That's the type of energy that you come with. You absorb everything. You're an empath. That's what empaths do. Whatever is left over from Pisces at the tail end of those 12 zodiac signs zooms right into the tail end of you, right in the beginning of you, right here in the center of you. Whether you third eye or crown, pick one. Either way, connected, selected, hand picked, hand selected. Let me correct it. King of Wands, Leo energy. You could have Leo aspected in your chart. This could be a Leo. We also have Libra here, Virgo, and Aquarius. Through any group you get introduced to, run through, become a part of, whatever. Learn. This is the energy with this Libra new moon is always with you. Me. Now it's an energy of you incorporating we. This is you balancing an energy of I and we. Okay, how you spend your time balanced alone and collectively with others, or one-to-one relationships, or add on as you may, or however it resonates. But in that, you need to be in control, because please believe, somewhere along the line, if they ain't attacked you yet, they damn sure gonna try. But you have a duty to do, a service to uphold. And Spirit says to live out loud. And I know I said at the end of the other reading, but if you guys are trying to send me anything, I have a new updated mailing address. So email me if you have sent anything, because if it was sent to the old address, then 9 times out of 10 it was returned to you, because I have been getting emails. I have updated. I know the holidays are coming up, and I've been getting a lot of questions. So just there is a new updated mailing address. Do not send it to the old one, please. All right, so we have the 3 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You know, Spirit is keeping you 2 steps ahead, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? However many necessary for you to be at a safe distance, for you some good breathing room. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all get through this here, because it's going to get heavy. Let me say that too. In between these new beginnings, there is still that fog. You know, is not 100% in the clear. You know what I mean? So just take that into consideration. And a lot of you guys already see, you know, as we're being impacted every day here physically in our everyday lives, in our communities. You know what I mean here? So the Hierophant and the peoples and the powers that be, you know what I mean, that are having a say so and a big hand, that are going to have an effect on a lot of people's families and relationships among those things. So just know that this attack on you may not be personal. And in that, you not to lose yourself. And like I said, if you need a safe distance, baby, take it. Because Aries, we know we be needing a breather. I'm not going to lie. I know I be needing a breather. I have grown so much. I am so proud of myself. You know what I mean? But like I said, baby, it's a work in progress. And it's one that you work to stay there. And you work in this Hierophant energy. And that's what we're going to move by. That's what you're being looked at. They people attack leaders. They don't attack followers. Who cares about a follower? I don't mean it like that. But I mean as far as, you know what I mean? When you trying to unalive or you know, gang stalk, or when it gets to an obsessive type of thing here, because people like people who are different and out there, and you are somebody, a lot of times you probably keep yours in because just a little bit, you know, have people like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Where did you get all of that? How did you know how to do all, you know, you got to keep your shit to yourself sometimes for a reason. Until it's certain moments and certain times when you introduce and say certain things, Aries. We know you peeped the scene. We know you done scoped it out. You the master at that. Everybody else don't know that. And then that's offensive when they find that out. I'm just a messenger, by the way. How's everyone feeling though? Drop in the comments. I want to know how y'all feeling for real. Like, do you feel a sense of balance coming back into your life? Do you have certain areas that you are setting your intentions in? Is this a new cycle? Did you slip up the last time and we're going to try again on this cycle? It's okay. It's okay. The sun, it is okay. It's more than okay. Be joyful about it. Because the moon going to come, is here for you tonight to set into. And the sun is going to be there for you to wake up and rise to follow through. Further and shine. Like you got it out here in the oracle. Shine. Like I said, it's okay. And Spirit said, baby, fuck that. It's more than okay. Come on, put that spotlight on Aries real quick. That's perfect. Aries, what are you talking about? The Empress. Taurus energy. Like, cheese, Aries. Ding. Cheese. Say something to him. Smile at him. Wave at the camera. Let them know something. Because they coming, Aries. It's coming for you. The light. the position, the throne. Kiss the throne, Aries. Okay? Kiss the throne. Because you're going to need to get used to it. I love it. Like, I want to end the reading right now. The Emperor and the Sun. Like, it's time to shed light on you. Before this even came out together, like, I can't make this up. They're going to be mad. They already mad. Maybe they could get away with this before, you know, attacking people. And it's just so funny when it finally doesn't work on somebody, and somebody like you. You like, Aries, do you know how much I've had to lose? What's one more loss? I've been down so long, it feel like up to me. You know what I mean? That's an Aries for you, for real. And people, they would never be able to survive and really walk a mile. With the star, they would never be able to walk a mile. You got people losing hope. They done gave up. You got lovers that don't even want the lover that they with. Because why? Because you out here shining. They don't even want these people. They don't even want to be friends with these or be connected to these people or this or that no more. It's not the same. Oops. Aries. See what I mean? People are sabotaging their connections. That's another thing. Y'all better be careful about these toxic, these, hey, big head, hey, stranger, long time no hear from. Yeah, good reason. You were the devil. You know what I mean? So you were two-timing. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? 3 was really a party that I did not want to be invited to. Ace of Swords, ain't that the truth? So figure out what you want your balance to be, Aries, and how that balance feels to you. These are just players in your game at this point. I'm not going to say that, but you're going to know when something is real, when it's rare, when it fits just right. You're going to know. And they're going to make sure you know. In any situation. If you got to dig and pry and investigate and figure out and be thrown off of how you normally supposed to feel on a regular basis, then baby, red flag. Definitely devil energy. 5 of Swords energy. Let's change the tune. Or better yet, let's get out of there. You see that? And you're not going to believe what that was, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this card. The 5 of Swords. And it had the nerve to across my face like that. Are you serious? But what did I say? People may be throwing themselves at you, throwing themselves into projects, throwing themselves into work, into just things that are outside of themselves, just to see if they can feel a sense of what you feel, a sense of your light. Like, wow. Wow. You know, it's like people shut down your opinion, or they don't even, what's the word I'm looking for? Consider it. This here is an energy of just people seeing things from all different walks of life, different backgrounds, different views, and not even, you know, having yours as a respectable one to bring forth as an argument or a debate. But they changing that tune now. And then it's like the attacks, they getting weaker. I mean, they've been weak as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still having a ball. You know what I'm saying? You still somewhere getting your coin. You still somewhere brushing your teeth and eating your next meal, you know, and kissing your kids goodnight. And or you know, you still in giving and taking in your necessary relationships, whether they call themselves attacking you or not. The devil, spiritual spirits, or physical beings, aka physical assholes. Meanwhile, like I said, you're an Empress energy. And y'all been getting the Empress and the Emperor a lot together lately, and I love it. I love that for you, Aries. But guess what? There are people behind the scenes that's looking, and they don't love it. And they don't really love you. I'm just going to keep it 100. A buck, as they say. Somebody is like, damn, why are you the Empress? Like, what happened? Like, what God are you praying to? You know what I mean? This right here, some of y'all about to get even more gorgeous, even more beautiful. Something's about to attract even more to your life, even more balance and grace in the way that you handle these. I don't know what to call them. Nothing, because that's what they are. Nothing. That's what they mean to you. Nothing. That's what they gonna get from you. Nothing. Nilch. Zero. Emu. De nada. No, that's you welcome. Hold on. Wait. What is it? Nada? Just say nada. Okay. Spanish family, where y'all at? Help me out. All right, but y'all know what I mean. Nada. It is nada. Okay. Thank you. Seventh spirit, understand what I'm saying? 7 of Wands. They just need to stay the hell away from you. Stay back. Whatever this is, whatever attack. Spiritually already on it. Who's getting behind these gates to whose Empress? To whose Emperor? Not the spiritual one. Where is it at? Okay. Yeah, not the spiritual one. It's a lot for you to get through. To get to this energy, hun. It's a lot for you to get through. To get to this energy, hun. This like, how we gonna get this from Aries? How am I gonna get to that? How am I gonna have this for myself? How am I gonna play this out? How am I gonna play you? Because see, I tell you, a lot of y'all don't even know you already in position, and people want to come in and pick apart, take all your pieces up off of you and go build a bear. That's not Aries, and it damn sure ain't them. None of that is going to work. And they mad, and they see that. Shit, you up here on the throne, they down here in the field trying to still figure out how you even got up here. Know this. The Emperor is here, which means it's time to handle business. I don't know about you, but I'm on it. And they know that you on it. You got them feeling like winter's coming early, Aries. And just for that, for you, this might be an attack. But you know what to do. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. And I'm going to leave this read here, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. I love you guys. Ciao.